Hello, and welcome back to the cellblock Scorch. This is week 22. I'm a new voice on the pod. I've been asked to be a substitute reader for Lost. Way back when the members were introducing themselves in episode 2, it was mentioned that Lost was unavailable to record her own introduction. She's still unavailable. She's in the middle of an endeavor where she has limited internet access and limited bandwidth, and as a result is not able to record audio for her wins at this time. Since everyone here is using pseudonyms, you can think of me as Rocket Man. I've known most of the members of the Scorch for a long time, and may be partially responsible for at least some of them enjoying stories in an audio format. I guess they like my reading voice, since they asked me to stand in for Lost. You'll hear me a few more times in the coming months before Lost will be able to record her own audio. Cricket won last week, and provided the prompt for this week. There was some part of me that always knew you'd have to go. I don't have much to say about the piece, since I'm just the reader, so I'll jump right in. The Illustrious Epilogue. For Beatrice. There was some part of me that always knew you'd have to go. If you're looking for closure, this is not the right place to look. There's nothing here but more confusion and gloom surrounding the Baudelaire children. The last we saw of them, they were on the deserted island where their parents had previously been. We're still unsure about what their parents were doing, so if you're hoping for that story, you should stop reading now. The information that I've acquired is too morose for the average person to take. Morose means sullen and ill-tempered, much like I was when my poor Beatrice met her demise. I felt morose. Focusing on anything but my dear Beatrice was too difficult to even attempt. I know you all would like to hear that the Baudelaire children lived the rest of their lives in peace and never had to deal with Count Olaf again, but I'm sorry to inform you that such a thing is not true. Violet, Klaus, and Sunny escaped the island, but they were never reunited with the Quagmires, and Count Olaf was waiting for them. Oh wait, that last sentence was a run-on, and it just won't do. How else could I phrase it? Violet, Klaus, and Sunny escaped the island. They were never reunited with the Quagmires. Count Olaf was waiting for them. Now that's too choppy. I think I'll try it again. Violet, Klaus, and Sunny escaped the island, but Count Olaf was waiting for them. Drat! This time I missed the information about the Quagmires. Hopefully this will be the last time. Violet, Klaus, and Sunny escaped the island, but Count Olaf was waiting for them, along with his acting troupe and a motor of crows. While they escaped his clutches for good on this last occasion, they were never able to live peaceful lives. Their childhood had scarred all of them, and they could never live normal adult lives. They constantly were searching for double meanings, and they searched endlessly for the Quagmire triplets, whom they never did find. Ah, now that one is perfect. The added information really tied it all together nicely. Hopefully this information satiated your hunger for knowledge of the Baudelaires. Theirs never was a happy tale, and I don't know why you ever read it in the first place. I tried to warn you, but you never listened. Now that this tale of misery and woe is over, I hope you find yourself a nice, happy book to read next.
Hi everyone, Cricket here for Judge's Comments. I'm excited to be able to introduce a new author into the Scorch for us. So, at this point back in 2018, we had finished that first year of college, huzzah! And over the summer and for the next while, Bones was going to be unable to participate in the Scorch, and we wanted to keep going, so we brought in another friend, Lost. This was her first week writing in the Scorch, and I really loved her piece. Just went back and reread them. Paishes, oh my gosh, Paishes is like really metatextual and so sad. But Lost's just like, it was so funny to me. The thing about Lost is that she's a good writer, but she's a great editor, and that's what makes this piece this week so funny. The series of unfortunate events are so funny, and Lemony Snicket's writing style is so distinctive, and I feel like Lost did such a good job of imitating that style and like the way Lemony Snicket narrates those books, and like the little epilogue piece, like the concept of it was so good, and like I loved the use of the prompt as the dedication for this little epilogue. It was just like a perfect use of the prompt to me. Yeah, and so that's why I picked this one for the win this week. So I hope y'all look forward to more of Lost's pieces. And a big shout out to our guest reader, Rocket Man. Lost will be returning later this fall, so she'll have a few more pieces that get read before she gets back. But in the meantime, we'll have Rocket Man substituting, and that's going to work out just fine.
So that's the end of the piece. As the winner this week, Lost gave the prompt for the next week. The prompt she gave was a fairy tale with a twist. I'm assuming Cricket will close out this episode and give you some of her thoughts on the piece. And until next time, keep that fire burning.
The Cellblock Scorch is a production of Stellacore, an independent group of nerds sharing their obsessions with the world. We can be reached at thestellacore@gmail.com, through comments on your podcast platform of choice, our Instagram, Stella_core, and at our YouTube, also called Stellacore. Feel free to check out our other productions on our YouTube channel or our cosplays on Instagram. If you would like to support our creative endeavors, you can give a one-time tip to the Ko-Fi of the writer of your favorite Scorches, or check out our Patreon, linked in the show notes. There, you can access the winning Scorches and episode transcripts for free, or sign up for Spark level support for $5 a month to gain access to all of the Scorch submissions.